on a same room to discuss on topics. It has never been easy. And I still remember very clearly the first few meetings I had with NASDA, with biotech, with TRF. It's very challenging indeed because we all want to have the best part for our own deals. And I have to say that I'm glad that at the end of the day, we managed to pull through and it's become a win-win situation, a win-win proposal for all of us. And at this point, I really have to stress that the signing is not a result of one man's work, but a collaborative effort of many people who I'm very happy to see them here today. Professor Tom Humphrey from University of Liverpool, Professor Mervyn Bird, Professor Janet Allens, and Andy Boyce who are from BBSRC who are not able to attend here, and Kun Gao, Professor Dr. Lili, Dr. Runti, Dr. Taradon, Kun Vicky, and many, many others that if I fail to mention your name, please pardon me. And I guess these are the people who are the unsung heroes who make this thing possible. So from the bottom of my heart, I want to say thank you to every one of them. It is because of their hard work that we are able to witness such a wonderful signing. And I know this MOU is not the beginning, but rather a new journey for both countries to work together to bring changes to the world and working towards achieving the Millennium Development Goal. And I'm really a strong believer that scientists and researchers do hold the keys to change the world. And it is how that we can work together and make this a reality. Therefore, the signing is of a significant, again, because we are seeing many young students who will have the opportunity to pursue their PhD through this program. And I believe such opportunity will provide the students with immense experience, and they will be the main pillar who will continue to strengthen the partnership between Thailand and the UK. So with that, I thank you everyone. Thank you.
I am certainly very happy that the signing of the MOU is being carried out today. I think it really marked the beginning. Actually, it's not the beginning. It's an ongoing process of collaboration between Thai and UK. But I think the signing of today could stimulate the collaboration up another scale. I will please allow me to use perhaps 10 or 15 minutes to describe a little bit about the Royal Golden Jubilee PhD program, which is the integral part of this signing ceremony. Of course, the signing involves also research grants from BBSRC as well as NASDA. The objective of the RGJ PhD program, incidentally, the person who had started all this about 15 years ago is Professor Vijan Panit, who is sitting right in front here. So let's us thank Professor Vijan, because if it were not for him 15 years ago, there would not be today of the RGJ program. So thank you very much, Professor Vijan. And actually, these 4 objectives are all his. We have not, during the last 15 years, we have not modified a single word in those 4 objectives. The first one, of course, is to increase the PhD graduate to produce international publication and patents, and we want to promote research collaboration between Thai and foreign researchers, as well as strengthen our graduate education. To summarize, the programs rely on 3 quality measures: high-quality PhD advisor, high-quality PhD students, and the requirement to produce international publication at the end of the PhD tenure program. During the past 15 years, we have been involved with more than 3,000 students, and we have been involved with more than 1,400 Thai advisors in 24 leading universities, and more importantly, over 1,600 overseas advisors and over 900 institutions in 40 countries. UK has been playing a very critical part in this collaboration. We have put in a number of organizing management systems, the Congress, the seminar, electronic network, and newsletter, due mainly to Professor Vichai and Professor Manat who has been helping us a great deal in organizing these programs. Professor Vichai and Professor Manat also in this room. As such, we have been producing PhD and international publications. The operation, of course, each year we provide about 300 fellowships per year to the Thai supervisor, and the supervisors seek foreign collaboration, and we have select about 300 fellowship per year, and we have funding for 6 to 12 months spending overseas to seek international collaboration. So each year about 300 fellowships are being awarded, and the fellowship has been gaining momentum from the application. If you compare the number between the last 10 years and the last 2 years, the last 10 years we have been awarding students in the first class and second class honor in about 18% for the first class honor. Right now, more than half of our fellowship go to first class honor and second class honor. So I think the fellowship program during the last 15 years had gained a lot of reputation, and as a result, many good students want to enroll in the program. And we like to see that the first class and second class honor students will be enrolled in our program in a larger majority in the future, but the trend has been very, very good. We have been involved, like I said, over 3,000 students, and more importantly, the result is over 4,000 publications. That means each student has graduated about 1,800. That means more than 2 publications per student has been achieved during the last decade. We only require 1 international peer-reviewed scientific journal publication, but we have been getting more than what we ask for. On average, we get a little bit more than 2 publications per PhD fellowship. And after graduation, about half of our graduates go to faculty members in public university, about 10% go into research in private sector. Actually, we like to see more people in the private sector. And Professor Sawat, the present director of TRF program, is put in a new program recently been approved by the cabinet to increase the industry relationship. So the 9% hopefully will increase in the near future. Expense-wise, 72% of the fellowship go to the students, living expense, education, overseas, and others. About 14% go to the Thai local advisors for their overseas traveling expense. We allow 1 trip for 1 week for the Thai advisors, whereas the students can stay 6 to 12 months, and about 14% go to the overseas foreign advisors, about 2 trips about a week during the 4-year span. If the students coming from a master degree program, we award 3 years grant with about 1.5 million baht, but if the students come from the BSc program, we awarded 5 years program with about 2.2 million. So on average, it's about 1.7 million for scholarship and about 4 years per scholarship. Advisor has played key roles in the RGJ program, and I think this mechanism of sending students for 6 months to a year is very, very important mechanism that Professor Vichan put in at the very beginning. This way, we allow students to see the world more or less, to collaborate with overseas institutions. And as such, you see a large number of students going to various places, 41 countries around the world. Of course, UK is still ranking about number 4. After signing of today, maybe you could go up number 2, maybe number 3 would be something to match. Number 2 going to be difficult, but we will work hard to that. So hopefully we'll get more interaction between researchers in UK and Thailand. since the supervisor is fighting the collaboration, you end up with very good lab. You end up with lab in Cambridge, Oxford, you see London, University College London, and many other important institutions, Imperial College of London included. If students were to find collaboration, I don't think you would see something like this. Since the supervisor is finding the place for students, you end up in very good lab, research lab. Not only in research lab, we also send students to research institutions as well, NIH, Institute of Pastors, Max Planck, and others. Using students as a bridge, we are happy that RGJ has increased the interaction between universities. You see University of Hall and Chiang Mai University in chemistry getting MOU starting, and you see collaboration between King's College in UK and Prince of Songkla. So using students as a bridge, you see university collaboration is taking place, and this is sustaining, and I think it is very good. So designing today is part of the component that RGJ is putting forward into try to exploit the international collaboration. We have formed what is called International Research Network, IRN. In our scheme is that a group of researchers in Thailand, perhaps 4 or 5, working with a group of overseas researchers, maybe 4 or 5, and together with perhaps Thai organization, could be NASDAQ, could be companies, together with overseas organization, could be BBSRC, could be some companies in UK. These people join force in building up international research network. And we have the TRF promised to put in 5 PhD fellowship per year for a period of 5 years. What we are seeing is we could have 25 fellowship in a network, and I think this hopefully will create impact. Look at that. If you have 25 PhD in certain area, 50 publication in the certain area, I certainly would hope to create impact. And the first impact that we hope to create is the one that we are signing today. It's involved Professor Theradon from Chulalongkorn, Professor Nipa from NASDA, Professor Prapransak from KKU, and Dr. Praved from KMUTT. This group are interested in Campylobacter, together with Professor Tom Humphrey, who also sitting here in Liverpool, and Nicola Williams from Liverpool, and Duncan Marcos from Cambridge. Everybody interested in Campylobacter. And if you think 5, 10 years from now, 8 years from now, you will have 25 PhD theses coming out on Campylobacter. You will have 50 publications on Campylobacter. Hopefully at the end of this period, perhaps 5, 6 years, if you mention Campylobacter, you could find Liverpool, you could find Thailand in the world map of Campylobacter. To make that reality, RGJ, like I said, put in fellowship of 5 fellowships for 5 years in successive years. NASDA, through Professor Kanyavim, Kyler put in 10 million baht for 3 years project. This is a research grant. Hopefully we'll get continuation. And also BBSRC is chipping in 300,000 pounds. This is a good number, converting to millions of baht. Studentship into postdoctoral fellowship and joint funding of this program when students visiting UK. So I think this group has been well funded, and hopefully we are waiting for your research work now. We also established a number of IRN. To summarize, the one that have been visualized already is the foodborne disease, the one being signed today together with the national product Melvin Gibb and Professor Lilly. Alternative energy has been in connection with the French government, and that also progressing very well. In the pipeline, pavement technology with the Australian government, math education with NSF in USA, smart grid, we are trying to get something going. Food matrix with the Kasetsart University, we are not sure yet how it's going to go. Hopefully with the BBSRC as well, and infectious disease with the Dutch government. So along this line, we hope to see perhaps 10, 15 IRN coming off through the